Identify the properties of the graph of y equals sine of x. We will find the range, the x-intercepts, relative maximum, and relative minimum. Here's our graph of the sine function, y equals sine of x. The range is the vertical range that we see in the graph. Its lowest point is at -1, its highest point is at +1. The range is from -1 to +1 with those points included. At our maximum, we have a value equal to +1, at the minimum, a value equal to -1, and we have points all of the points in between -1 and +1. Where are the x-intercepts? We can see x-intercepts here at 0, at pi, at 2 pi. We'll see it again at 3 pi. We'll also see it with negative values of pi and 2 pi. So we could represent the x-intercepts are at the value of pi times n, where n is an integer. N can equal 0. 0 times pi is our x-intercept right here. If n equals -1, then we're at this intercept at -pi. If n equals -2, then we're at this intercept at -2 pi. If n equals +2, we're at this intercept at +2 pi, and so on. Where do we see the relative maximum? We see the relative maximum at pi over 2, and then at 5 pi over 2. We have to go a distance of 2 pi units to go from one maximum to the next. So we could say that we see a relative maximum beginning at pi over 2, and then you can add to that any number of additional rotations around the unit circle or increments of 2 pi. So starting with pi over 2, adding 2 pi n when n is an integer. Where is the relative minimum? We see a relative minimum at 3 pi over 2, and also these minimums are a distance of 2 pi units away from each other. So minimum at 3 pi over 2, and add to that any number of increments of 2 pi, or additional rotations around the unit circle. N is an integer.